Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Movie Social. We are your hosts, Ricky and Stefan.
What up, what up, what up?
Today's episode, we're going to be doing a review of episode 3 for the HBO series Lovecraft Country. And boy, oh boy, this is fitting right into the changing of the seasons, getting ready for October and Halloween and all the spookiness.
The irony of this episode, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of it.
Because no, I'm talking about in like real life irony. Remember we were talking about it. We talked about Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters just Saturday, and this episode comes up. The irony.
So, as you guys if you've seen the previews and all, they move. Well, Leti moves into a home in the north side, a whites only area. Well, I'm sorry, yeah, as he stated, she did buy the home. And we'll get to the whole financials in a minute because there's a story with that too. But she kind of cons her sister into moving in with her, and they rent out a lot of the rooms because, what she said, it was 13 rooms or so? It was big enough for an elevator in there. That's how big it
was. That elevator.
Yeah. Anyway, so, of course, this is back then. The white neighbors weren't happy. Started honking the horns, leaving the horns honking all night, which I didn't get. Y'all live on the same block, you're gonna hear the same sounds too. That made no sense. No, but I guess idiots do idiot things.
And you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't have a car. But don't you, a car gotta be on a honk the horn?
Nope.
Okay.
The horn honks on its own. You don't have to have the car on.
That's just dumb, but okay.
And then plus this is way back then too, so there was less electronics in the vehicle. So
yeah, that's true. Still stupid as hell.
I mean, their whole plan was stupid. So, of course, black people do what black people do. Oh, y'all want to threaten us and all this and that, and do these dumb things to try and drive us out. What we gonna do? We're gonna throw a party. And they threw a party. And finally, it didn't take as long as most shows, because most shows, it's about, what, 2-3 seasons in, and then you finally get the two that's been playing coy with each other for love interest, finally do something. But in this...
It was strange, though.
They did something, and yeah, it kind of was a little strange.
It was a little awkward.
This isn't your normal, we like each other, we love each other, let's actually have a romantic... Nope, it was just a quick one in the bathroom. And... the way he set up though was not hilarious, but crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because they both thought she had her period. Well, rephrase that. He thought she had her period.
No, I'm not even gonna say he thought. He was told. She was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know."
Yeah, well, I'm just saying when she said it, that's what he thought.
Yeah, he was like, "Okay, it's not a problem."
Even though he kind of, you could see the little look of despair on his face.
I'm not going to go into it. This is a family and we're getting to channel, sir.
No, I'm just saying, you knew he felt a little despair that it happened during that time. Yeah. Their first time actually getting intimate after wanting to, probably for so long. They finally do, and then the Red Widow showed up.
Apparently.
The Red Wedding.
Apparently.
Anyway, we digress further. The place is haunted. It is apparently, as we find out from the cops, who after everything happened, of course, them being down south.
Don't miss the iconic scene with her snapping.
Oh no, that's what I'm getting to right now. They light a cross on the fire and put it on the lawn. Which I'm sorry, I still don't understand how this ever happened. Y'all mean to tell me nobody's seen a whole bunch of white men in the dark walking a big behind cross, a wooden cross, and hammering it into the ground before setting it on fire?
So, I'm going to have to do some research. I don't get the whole burning the cross as an intimidation thing, and here's why. A lot of people say down south, a certain part where you get about down south is the Bible Belt. Yeah. And then they say that they are Christians.
The white... Come on, it's the same ones that's defending the killer right now. They paid lots of money. Come on.
I'm gonna have to look.
That's a whole other story.
That blows my mind.
But yeah, Anyway, they burnt the cross there, and she just snapped. Got the bat. Guys got the guns.
They got the
stayed
shots.
out there, standing out there with the guns while she destroyed the cars completely, and then got rid of the guns once the cops started coming, and all of them dropped down, hands behind their heads. They only took her away because they had ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
They want her to sell the home and get out of there. And then they told her what happened at the home. Apparently, there was a white man that was mad. I'm not talking about angry mad, mentally mad. And was experimenting on black folks.
Mm-hmm.
Slicing and dicing, mixing body parts up and all that kind of stuff.
Bro, listen, let me grab this real quick. Yo, there were some weird things going on. Like, you would joke, oh, you got a baby head with a human double. No, you actually see what a baby head looks like on, like, a John Coffey. You know John Coffey. On like, John Coffey's body. It was so bizarre.
But you know, that scene reminded me of Toy Story.
It did. It does. I definitely get it.
I was like...
It was crazy, man. And then...
I was not expecting it.
But then they had the lady, the voodoo lady, I'm going to call her, come in there. She sliced the goat.
Yo, I was not ready for that part.
Sliced the goat's throat.
I was like, okay.
The blood splatters in the bowl, and they put the blood on what you call 'em. And then...
Yeah, I don't think they were ready for the blood being put on them either.
Then they go downstairs into the basement where everything occurred to
Mind
basically
you,
do a seance.
While this is happening, the white men are looking out the window. Oh, they just sliced the goat's throat.
Yeah.
Let's go and get them.
Yeah. And the house got them.
Yeah, the black people that were murdered there, that are also haunting the place, decided to take their revenge out on those 3 white men.
Yeah, remember that elevator we was talking about? Somebody looked to open the door. Elevator comes. Head gone. Yo, that was some gore stuff. Like,
this episode is really gory.
If you take, like, you know how you take a bottle of ketchup and you just keep squirting it? Like, they kept doing that to his head, neck part of his head. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It was a lot of gore. And then, like, when Tick became possessed, bro, this was...
The way they had the special effects and animation, I gotta give it to J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele.
If you don't like possessions or ghosts at all, I wouldn't recommend this episode. The episode was
honestly, I wouldn't recommend this show if you don't like horror, or any kind of sci-fi type of stuff, because you're gonna get all of that in this.
It is so good. The episode was good, and then honestly, as the spirits were helping depossess Tick, they start getting their human form.
Because they were getting ready to all transition over to the other side completely. But see, Tick was possessed by the white man that was doing all the torture. But luckily, they were able to exorcise that demon there, as they might say. And everybody went on about their way. But the ending here, because everybody winds up moving out once the issue happened with the white men, and she just destroyed their vehicles. But she managed to get a whole bunch of more people to come move on and eventually help those that were less fortunate to be able to afford cheap rentals. And it was funny, she was getting an interview done by a black person for a news article for Black News Magazine or whatever. They didn't really go too much detail for that part, but she asked us about when they get on the elevator, did you hear anything about the disappearance of your 3 white neighbors? No, I don't know nothing about it.
Oh yeah, with the end of
and then the elevator goes down. You start seeing the little insignias from episode 2 episode 2 from the witches and all the wizards. So you know that's got something to do with them. This property has to. And then it goes down deep underground, below the basement, into some type of tunnel shaft area, and all 3 of the white men's bodies are laying there. And you can also see the lights starting to cut on, going down the trail. All you see is skeletons just laying down there. I'm like, we about to be in for a good season here.
I think we're definitely going to see this house more.
Oh, definitely, because at the very end, Tick goes into town and tracks down the person that really gave her this money for this house. Turned out to be the white lady from episode 2 and 1. Apparently, she survived the house collapsing. Somehow got out. Tit was trying to kill her, but of course he couldn't do it.
Use some type of crazy magic.
I don't know if she actually used magic or if it was just the fact that they're kind of related, that he couldn't kill her.
I don't know.
You know how sometimes some creatures can't kill their own kind in the mythologies and all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and she basically has him a card saying to call her when he's ready to continue to talk. Because there's a lot going on. Apparently there's some missing pages for a spell book that they want and need. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on these next few episodes. But let us know in the comments below what you thought about episode 3. Until next time.